as a mom, have experienced firsthand what music has done for my son, David. When David was diagnosed with autism, he went from just bubbling little boy to just being totally nonverbal.
So that at that stage of his life, when family would come over, I would tell them, family who had not met him yet, by way of introduction, by way of you getting comfortable as quickly as possible, I'd like you to recognize that I can't promise you that David recognizes he is like you, but not you. I mean, this is how far David was away from us during that time.
And through music therapy was the first time that I saw David pointing at something that he wanted. And the first words or the first sounds that he made again with his little mouth was through music therapy. And I think that, I'm sure that the music in itself, the rhythm, the repetition that was used with the music instruments was the key for him to be interested versus a one-to-one therapy. I mean, he's 14 years old now, and he started music therapy when he was 3. So it's been a long road of trying to communicate.
It's a brand new, beautiful day. Wake up. Wake up.
He started pointing at the notes and little by little reading the notes.
This one. Yeah. And this one. D. Yeah.
Other than, he was always been warm and loving, so other than human embrace, the first joy he ever really showed was in music therapy. Two of my favorite, this is exciting and you'd never expect it in a million years stories, are the screensaver or the desktop picture from my computer for about 3 years. It was a picture that David's first grade teacher sent us. It was a picture of David leaning over looking at another boy's paper. He was cheating. And we got so excited. He's cheating! That's so normal! You know, so there's very odd things that you get excited about. The second thing that was a story where we found a tremendous amount of joy and relief came from the first time he walked up to us and he said, "My stomach hurts." And you can't imagine what a relief it is when a child is, I'm going to say he was at least 6, maybe 7 years old before that occurred, where you've gone through all these years of them having all the traumas that children have, cry, be upset, and be able to tell you absolutely nothing. But nothing inspired David to express outside of, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, I'm sleepy, the needs, you know, outside of needs, nothing inspired David to joyfully express more than music did. So I'm sure it spilled over into everything, his expression of everything he enjoyed. He interacted beautifully with his first music therapist. They became friends in a way that he didn't really have friends yet, people he related to that weren't just his mother and brother and I.
Think about the piano.
The piano is good.
Yeah. How do you like David playing piano?
Good.
What's your favorite song?
Well, definitely very much friend.
Really?
You've got a friend.
While Joshua has always been a really engaged brother and a very loving brother and has always done everything in his power to spend time, joyful time with his brother, it has been Joshua reaching out of himself to engage David as opposed to them doing something together. And music is something they're actually doing together. So that's really exciting for us. We adore Joshua for his incredible willingness to spend hours and hours playing down with David just to be with him. But for them to do something together where they're both doing their best and sharing it is particularly exciting for his mom and I.
Well, my relationship with David is actually pretty good, though sometimes we fight, but we still have a really good relationship because there's some points like basketball or playing music that we really connect. He rarely ever smiles like a real smile. He'll smile for a picture, but whenever you see that real smile that he's actually having fun, it just it's different in a sort of way for me as a brother, because like when I see him actually having fun, it just kind of warms my heart that we're actually being brothers. And all he used to do before music was he would draw paintings or he would go on his phone. So now he loves to go play on the piano.
The greatest challenge for him is motor skills and communication. It's really hard to express verbally.
What time is it?
3:11, 3:12.
Do you want something?
I'm some water. I'm going to the bathroom.
Go.
that we had to sit down a couple times with the limited verbal interaction, but sitting down and being like, this is frustrating, yes, but you have to understand that if you want to play piano, you're gonna have to do this over and over and over and over again. This is what we do.
That would be it. Let's try again. Try again.
Once we got through that, instead of being a meltdown, it's like, oh, try again, try again. And he says that he's happy all the time and he doesn't want to stop. And, you know, his challenge is working through rhythm. And when I saw that he was already like a musician in the sense he could read music, he can follow a rhythm, he gets into it, he's focused. I talked to Mari, his mom, and I was like, would you guys be willing to have a music teacher come and like start working? Me and Jamila are always in communication, and we work together so that I give her strategies on how to work through behaviors, and how to prompt him, on how to help him understand rhythm, and so with her guidance and what she knows, obviously, then I think it's a perfect combo, and he has a lot of potential as a musician, definitely.
I mean, he's extremely gifted. So, like, he learns really quickly by rote. So I can play something and he'll play it back. What I've tried to make sure is that I don't want him to just learn by rote and not be able to find it out on his own. So we've worked a lot on rhythm. We've worked a lot on reading. And his reading has improved immensely over this whole year I've been working with him.
What does he say here?
Rest.
Rest on which beat? One. Okay, one more time.
He does really well in theory. To have the writing aspect, you're using a different, part of your brain.
Good.
I always do theory and sight reading in lessons. I think it's extremely important. I do recitals biannually, and actually David has performed in 2 of them, and now he's like a veteran. Part of the recital preparation is him getting used to the space. We had going through the process of what goes into a recital, like the actual performance part, but actually getting up on the stage, bowing, acknowledging the audience, all of that was something that we had to work on.
Well, the name of the song is Andantino. It's a really short piece, but we have to play exactly together or else it won't work. And I'm excited and a little bit nervous because it's such a simple piece. It's a fun but simple piece, and messing it up could really be awkward, but doing it well would be really great because it'd be the first thing I ever did, like a music piece with my brother.
And first David will perform a solo, You've Got a Friend in Me, by Randy Newman, and then he will be joined by his brother Joshua on the violin for Andantino.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.